Hello, this is JilliBling. How are you today? I have another slimline card to share with you. What do you think? I am loving this one. So we'll be using the same dies that we used yesterday. Look at those words, aren't those just nice? And yesterday I also showed you how to make a slimline envelope, which will, probably should have tried this first. Perfectly hold the slimline card, and then there's a little tear and tape just to seal it up. But isn't that nice? So I want to make another black, white, and yellow card. Yesterday I did a video on these, and they came out great, just really pretty. So let's do another of the black and white today. Okay, so I'll set this nearby. We won't be doing the envelope, we'll just be doing the back and maybe a little bit of stamping on it, and that's it, just because there was a whole video dedicated to making a slimline envelope. Okay. So these are the dies. Today I want to use the ribbon. I'll show you the dies here in just a minute. These dies are Amazing Thanks, which is the You Are Amazing. Then also, this is Floral Gallery, and it is for this die here that cuts out the little flowers. Got to clear those pieces out. Then this is the Slimline dies. Those are brand new. Art Gallery, just for this flower, maybe for the words. And my new favorite, Happy and Heartfelt. These words are great. Like just, for example, well, the one used on the inside here, and look how clean and crisp that's stamped. And I used just Memento ink, but it's a beautiful stamp set. But the I, heart, you, maybe this one? No. All Day Your Way, that's perfect for a birthday. Heck yeah, I would say that. Anyhow, fun stuff. So these are dies for, you could use it on the side of your card, like right here, and that would be beautiful if you had different layers of that, different colors. But today I was using them just for this piece right here. That's the stitched one, so let's use this one this afternoon. And we'll use this die quite a bit. So just let's start with that. So when you look at this card, the sample, you could see that the die was used for this white border and these white little divider pieces. And then the black was all the little pieces that came out. So you can run through one sheet of black, well, I've got it right here, and one sheet of, well, maybe I don't, I already pulled it out. Okay, well, these are some of my mistakes. So you'll do one white and one black, and then take all the little pieces and put the white pieces in the black and the black pieces in the white. So I've already done white outline, black pieces, so right now let's do black outline, white pieces. This was a mistake. I was trying to do 3 colors and I just didn't like it. Whole lot of work. That will make up these 2 cards, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I got frustrated, put it off to the side. So let's start with that little part. I'll put all the paper cut sizes, because this is just a plain piece of white, on my blog, and my blog is JilliBling.com. So you could see that was cut from there. We'll do the flowers and the words in just a minute. And here's all the little pieces. So to put these in, it's kind of like a puzzle, but it's not hard because all the little pieces are going to be white. Put a little under there to stick that down. Little under there to stick that down. But this could just be, most of them are the same shape and same size, with the exception of the top and the bottom. This one is right here. So it's kind of nice when you do the cutting of the black and the white, you get 2 cards out of that. Might as well do all these little bits. So I've seen people do slimline cards and I like them, but it's like, where do you get the envelopes for them? And oh, how do you mail them? And it's just not the standard thing that we do. So I've stayed away from it. But then they come out with these dies. Oh, and there's another die for a different pattern. Got that right over here. I'll show you in just a minute. And then they came out with a stamp set. I think it's Slim Sayings. It's like, okay, I'll try it. And with the first card, the one I just showed you, yeah, I like it. I like it. But then trying to figure out how to do the envelope. Once I got that tackled, it's like, okay, this slim card trend, I'm down with it. I'll do more. And then decorating them a little bit. It's really cute. So I've been trying to do a lot of the celebration items, use them, just because they're available only for 2 months. So I need to do it now so that you guys have ideas. And I don't think any of this is celebration. The flower is from the annual catalog. So that's not celebration. Did the otters and shaving cream. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Did the driving by with the wood on the Volkswagen van. That was fun. Everyone is loving that hostess set, Calming Camellia. You have to place a $300 order. So before you go, oh, forget that. Sometimes if you just ask friends, hey, I'm ordering, do you want anything? You'll be surprised at how many people say, okay. And then get it to 300 and you can get your free, it's free Calming Camellia. As a demonstrator, we could get things 1 month in advance. I saw that set and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. So I was able to put the item number in. Little did I know, if you get it in advance, you have to pay for it. It just doesn't come free. $24. But I still love it. Need to be more careful. Watch what I'm doing. Okay, we're almost there. We need the little ones. This one right here. So, what was it? A few weeks ago, I think it was like January 5th, we had the septic guy come out and pump out the tank, because that's what you're supposed to do. Everything is fine. Says eventually you might need a new pump, but right now everything is just fine. Okay, good. Tony was out there with the electrician. He has another project going. He's always got something going. And they're like, what's that smell? It's like a sulfur smell. What is that? And the septic tank, there was water coming out of it. So he opened it up and sure enough, the pump wasn't going on. We're like, get that guy back out. And yeah, it's been 3 weeks since he's been out here, but in all the years we've been here, there hasn't been a problem. So, did I double up on some of these? You tell I'm feeling it. No, it's fine. Anyhow, long story short, the guy turned off the pump because he had to remove the pump to pump stuff out. And not saying it was his fault, but somehow the pump did not get power back onto it. So it's taken us, today's February 1st, took us that long to fill up the tank, which is kind of good to know. But turned it back on and it's working just like it should. But that was a scare. I was thinking, oh my gosh, we don't need that. I guess nobody ever needs septic problems. But when we had them come out, it's not like there was a problem. It was just, well, it's been 7 years, haven't had any maintenance. Let's just do it to be doing what you should. But it's all good now. Okay, so almost done with this. And then it's time to decorate. You know, I don't know which one I like better. I like them equally. This one I want to decorate a little different. Same flowers, same but different. These little like paper shards. Okay, done. Okay. So what do I have here? That's the flower. This is paper for flower and leaves. These are the rest of the papers. So this will just go onto here. I could do that. I could do that. Oh, and sometimes you have to trim. Like it's fine if the black is showing, but let me see if any of the white. Oh no, this one came out good. Okay. Stamp and seal. Super sticky. And that can go on this piece. This is Daffodil Delight. Just trying to get it centered. Okay. And this is for the envelope. And the first one I used this die. So how about this die? I'll run that through. I think I'm going to stamp some of these flowers on it like I did with this one. I like how that came out. It's just pretty. Oh, you need to stamp on here too. Okay, should I do that now? Since I'm thinking about it. That, in Daffodil. There's so many things to do. Okay, so this one, this card, I want going this way. That's okay. It's just an envelope. That happened, see how it's kind of like a naked spot? That happened because that's where the die was positioned. But it's okay. We're going to use this again soon. Okay, so this is going to go on the envelope. And I have one most of the way done. I stamped down here, put it together. So this piece will just get put onto here. And it's going to need trimming. Then this will go on here. And I'm looking at these little bumps. And I'm going to drop it down just a little bit from that crease. Okay, so now a little bit of trimming. And before you say, I can't do that, it's really easy because I'm using the daffodil paper as a guide. And because I'm trimming off white, if I don't get the white perfectly cut, because it's going to sit right next to white, I'll show you what I mean. It doesn't matter. So when you look at this, if you put you could see just a little bit of white through there, but once you close it up, you can't see it at all. Okay, and a little bit of tear and tape and tear. And I'm not going to open up the paper, I'm just going to put it on here for the recipient to peel it up and stick it down. Okay, envelope is done. Isn't that cute? So back to the card. This is the base paper. And this is 7 by 8.5. And I'll, like I said, I'll put all the measurements on my blog. Now do it soon. In a few days. Okay, so there's that. This is inside papers. And this extra piece, which is the same size as this piece here, that was, well, I stuck it down. That's this white piece right underneath here that I built the die cut pieces onto. Okay, so this is going to go here. Ooh, that's nice. These little papers from the die cut. Not that I'm complaining. I think the die cut does great. But I just don't like all those little bits. It makes it look like the cut didn't cut it perfectly, which it did. Okay, so let's do this one this way, just because this one is that. See, that just is so nice. And I know I have a lot of layers on it, but it's kind of heavy. It's very substantial feeling. It's good. Okay, so for the words, this one I have, you are amazing. That's right here. But this time I want to do amazing. And you notice how I'm holding up 2 dies for amazing and you. Instead of you are amazing, I'm just going to say amazing you. So the reason that there's 2 for amazing and 2 for you is, see how there's that little layer right underneath there of white? And they perfectly lay on top of each other. So I did amazing. I stuck it together. So let's just stick together the U. Let it dry just a little bit, and then we'll work on the flowers. Just like that. Amazing you. Okay, so for the flowers, I'll be using these papers. Take one of these, and I know I need 4 flowers per card. So this still has daffodil ink on it. So I'm going to do 4 of these. Okay, so that's 4 in daffodil. You know, I should do something on the inside before I clean it off. Okay, I'm going to cut those out. I'll come right back, flowers. So down at the bottom, how about, oh, you know what? On the envelope I did that. Just flowers down at the bottom. Don't worry about the green part. I'll continue with that theme. So just a little bit. So there's some room to write, but still continuing with the theme and the decoration. Okay. I think I'm done with daffodil. Okay, I know it's a little ugly, but it works good. Got my bubble side, got my clean side. Okay, so that's the inside. That just needs words. So let's do some green. When you look on here, see how I have the green little sprigs and then also a few green leaves? So I'm going to do 2 green leaf sprigs and then 2 extra sprigs. Here's some paper. I'm going to use that. So, and I'll use the die to cut this out. One, two, three, 4. So for the green, cut those out. Green, and I just need the bottom part. I'm going to do 2 of these. There's 1. See if I could get it on a smaller paper. You know it's good to be frugal. This might be too frugal. No, it's perfect. Yeah, I knew that. It isn't. I lost a... It can be perfect. Look at that. Love it when things work out. Okay, so 2 green stems. Then I want 2 of the sprig only. 1, 2. That is being frugal. Oot, oot. Okay, so with that 1 die, I'm going to cut these out. 2 sprigs, 2 leaves, and I have the 4 flowers. Okay, they're cut out using the die. And this, which is just the green, I'm going to cut off wherever the yellow should be. Does everyone make their cards this tricky? Or is it just me? I don't know that everyone is so... might drive me crazy. Well, it comes out good, so that's okay. And then these are just for the sprigs. And I'm fine if the stem is not long, because I'm just going to tuck it in just for a little bit of color. Okay, looking good here. You know, I can attach this green to the yellow flower. Just a little bit of glue. And I could take a marker and color the rest of the stems, but I'm fine if you just assume that it's all flower. I don't know if it's worth the effort. That's a lot of effort to cut just those little bits of green. And I'm happy with the way the first card came out, so I think it's going to be okay. Okay, and these just get tucked in. These are going to stay plain for just filling up the front with yellow flowers. Okay, so let's work on the layout of the front. You know, I can attach this. I was going to do some kind of ribbon, but I'm not sure that it's going to need ribbon. It already has a lot going on. Or maybe just a double bow. That makes everything pretty. Because I have that yellow daffodil ribbon. So this one, I have the seam, and I'm talking about this thing right here, the V going over here. How about this one could be on the bottom? I'm turning it over just because when I closed it, I saw a little bit of a gap right down here, and it's just minuscule, but I don't want to see it. I'd rather it kind of be hiding. Okay, so the plan on this one is flower, flower. Oh, hold on. The flower with the stems go there. I'm probably going to have to trim some of that off. You're like, what are you doing? But I do have a plan. I even took a picture on my phone. Just because so many times I get started, it's like, what should I do? There's so many choices and options. Okay, so you're like, okay, that's okay. Now maybe if I put them in a little closer, you could see more of the geometric design. Then the words. I know I did the words. Here they are. Amazing you. Isn't that stunning? Ah, love it, love it. Okay, so let's start making this. I like how there's a little bit of like field over here, and then it comes to the flowers. So this I'm going to put down with glue, just flat. I'll do the same here. My latest favorite color is fresh freesia. And I was just thinking this would be beautiful in freesia. Everything would. Freesia, blue. Okay. So I'll take this off for now. So the way I have those doubled up, you know, I just might leave it because when amazing is on here, if I took some of that yellow from the flower underneath away, it would be black and white, which would conflict with seeing this. So how about, that one's going to be on top. I'll stick this one down now, just flat. Oh, I know. Okay, so liquid glue down here and dimensional on the end. Because you know we do fancy. Okay. So this one can be the same. Liquid glue on the bottom parts and dimensional up here. It's kind of going to be like the flowers are wrapping around the amazing you. Okay, so dimensional's there. That's just flat. And then the same with these over here on the side. And I need to think about that sprig. Just like that. Okay, so lift it up. It's probably glue. Then, same thing over here. That could go right on top. Oh, I had to worry about the sprig. That's good. Oh, I told you I was going to show you the other die. You you know what, I kind of want, hold on, I'll show you the other die in just a minute. I kind of want this underneath, because I'm thinking about the words, and I don't want the words, because the green is a darker color. So I'm going to tuck these in a little bit. And as I rip these up, I'm not worried if I mess up the paper underneath, because it's going to go right back in that same place. So it'll cover up any little paper tears I just created. Okay, so that other die is right here. I want to do something with this. Soon, soon, soon. Okay, that's looking good. So this will go here. Yeah, I'm glad that I tucked the green underneath. Amazing You. That could go on with liquid glue. Isn't that stunning? I love this. I was thinking I could put bling on it, but I don't think that it's needed. Okay, there's the front. Isn't that pretty? Kind of with little shadows from the dimensionals. Love it, love it. So on the inside of the card, we already stamped the flowers. So now it's just for the words. And I want to do the thank you in Memento. Very nice. I'm really liking this stamp set. I knew I liked the words and what it said, but I didn't know how nice and clean that it would stamp. Okay, so the inside is done. Now, just put this inside, and I think, let me see if a double bow would look good on the front. Otherwise, just leave it as is. I think I just smeared the inside. So if ever you do that, get a sand eraser or just a nail file. That's kind of dirty. And what that does is it takes off the top layer of paper, and along with that goes the ink. It worked. It doesn't always work. Sometimes the ink goes down too far. But I don't know where that came from. Well, it's gone. Okay, if I receive this card, I would know you really care. It just feels very substantial and nice and well thought out. Would be beautiful in Freesia. Look at that. So let me try the double bow. See if adding that, if it's a good thing or if it's just too much, because it already looks good. If anything, I was thinking maybe a few rhinestones, but that might take away from how like bold and striking it is. And on the first one I used some old green ribbon, and it's not even granny apple green, but it kind of works. So if you have olive ribbon at home, just do your leaves in olive and it will work. Okay, let's see how this looks. Tied it a little tight. Amazing you. I don't know, it might be staying off. Maybe if I do the ends real small. I don't know, I'm thinking it kind of takes away from it. I'm going to leave it off. Okay, there it is. With the envelope. Look at that. We're fancy. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. And give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that little subscribe button. And I'll keep bringing you a bit of inspiration. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.